So, gone to UCLA, or you're wanting to go to UCLA and you're just looking for some information about the UCLA food on campus, not on the hill, on campus, and you stumbled across this video. Howdy, I'm Zeemo, current student at UCLA, and I mainly created this channel because I wanted to share my experiences with those who are eager to get into UCLA or already have been accepted into the university. So, if you're applying to UCLA, I wish you the best of luck, even if you get on the waitlist. I was lucky enough to be accepted after being put on the waitlist, so don't be so down if that happens. To those accepted, congratulations and welcome to one of the best universities in the United States. Alright, you wanted to know about the food on campus, and I've got some answers. So first off, I want to preface this saying that I already did a video about the food on hill where the dorms are. So if you're wondering about that, please go check out my other video about that. Anyway, for the on-campus food, the majority of your options are available at the Ackerman Student Union, which is quite literally next to the Bruin Bear statue. It is very central to campus. There are multiple types of restaurants in Ackerman. Some of them are on the second floor and some of them are on the third floor. I would say that the more popular restaurants are on the third floor. Taco Bell, Carl's Jr., Kika Sushi, and Brew and Buzz, which is another coffee stop, are on the second floor. Wetzel's Pretzels, Lollycup, which is a restaurant that serves drinks like boba and tea, are on the third floor, as well as Sembazon acai bowls. There's Pan Express, there's Veggie Grill, there's a salad bar, there's also Epicuria at Ackerman, which is my personal highlight. At Epic at Ackerman, they have full-sized pizzas, pastas like spaghetti and chicken fettuccine alfredo. There are pizza pies, and also they have different kinds of salads and sandwiches as well. My personal recommendation are the pizzas. I just love them so much. You get good bang for your buck. It's very much worth a swipe. You also get a side and a drink there. And as a bonus, you're able to use online ordering for Epic at Ackerman. You're actually able to use your meal swipes at all of these restaurants at Ackerman. However, as long as it is under $9. If the total value goes over $9, you either have to use a second swipe or you're just going to have to pay out of pocket for it. At the bottom floor of Ackerman, there is a student store. It's kind of tucked away back behind where all of the clothing and apparel and other accessories are. There's this mini market for snacks, drinks, some frozen food items. There's also another coffee spot. Last spring, actually, they introduced an exchange program where you can trade in a swipe for a voucher that is worth $9, you know, just a regular swipe, and you're able to use that voucher to get anything at that store as long as under that $9 price limit. My opinion, definitely worth doing a few times per the quarter. It's just here and there if you want to get a snack or two while you're on campus. Other than Ackerman, there are some coffee stops just dotted around campus. The next big food place is the Bomb Shelter, as everyone calls it. It's in the southern portion of campus, kind of where the Court of Sciences is. I genuinely don't know what the official name of the place is, but everyone just calls it the Bomb Shelter, since, after all, it is quite literally the bomb shelter for UCLA, if that were ever to happen. In the Bomb Shelter, there is yet another coffee stop. There is Subway, Yoshinoya, and Fusion, which is Korean food, and there is also Blaze Pizza. Other than that, there aren't really big highlights for food stops. Just some other ones that are off the top of my head are Louval Commons, which is near the Public Affairs building. There is the Northern Lights, which is near the Young Research Library. from what I hear, Louval Commons, they have their own Chipotle style restaurant, some burgers or chicken sandwiches and chicken tenders. There is another fusion, which is that Korean style food that I mentioned before. There's some pizza and yet another coffee stop. I personally haven't gone there because it's kind of out of the way from where I usually am, and because it's pretty small, so it gets crowded pretty easily. I've only been to Northern Lights once, and that was when one of the strikes for all the food workers and staffers was going on. At the Northern Lights, guess what? Another coffee place. But in addition, they have paninis, soup, build your own poke bowls, fruit cups, and agua fresca. If you end up going to Northern Lights, I would highly recommend the turkey pesto panini. I had that when I went there, and it was just amazing. But yeah, that's kind of about it for my highlights of where to eat on campus. As I previously mentioned, kind of the main locale is Ackerman. It's the largest building, it has the most options, it's the most diverse options. There are some other kind of really small spots dotted around campus that I did not cover, mostly because they're just coffee spots or only offer, just like one or two foods. And also just because I haven't really heard anything or seen anything about them. I would bet on those spots being more of the same though. But yeah, that'll do it for me. A little bit of a shorter video here, so I apologize for that. But if you want to stick around and watch the game that I'm playing, which is Peaks of Yore, I would highly recommend buying it. It is a very fun game. It is challenging, but I would highly recommend it. If you want to continue watching, go ahead. If you want to exit off the video, that is perfectly fine by me. If you got all the information that you needed, perfectly fine by me. Like I said, at the end of the day, I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.